Alright, so today we are going to be working on this 95 Toyota 4Runner, and it seems like it started to have a brake problems. So to diagnose it, we're gonna test it like this, okay, to determine that it's either a brake master cylinder, which is this one, is at fault, or the brake booster that is at fault. Okay, so stay tuned, and I will show you guys how to test to identify either or it's not function properly. All right. Okay, so there's two ways to identify either that the brake master cylinder is bad or the brake booster is bad. And for those two ways, I'm going to perform right now. Okay, so listen carefully. Okay, so you could determine which one is bad by testing from your brake pedal. Now, with these two problems, normally what you will have is if you go to a brake on the red light, you come to a stop and you hold your foot pedal like this. Either or, if it starts to fail, you will experience braking at the red light or something like that, and you're going to experience your foot slowly goes down, either or. Okay, and they could be very similar. Okay, but because you're not sure which one to exactly to replace, so this is the test for you to confirm, and this is what I've been doing to confirm that it's either the master cylinder or the brake booster. So what you do is this: if the master cylinder is bad, this is how the brake's supposed to react. You pump it hard. Right when you feel that it's hard, you start the engine, and right when you start the engine, when the brake pedal is hard, right when you start the engine, and then you can feel the brake drop a little bit and it stop. Okay, the brake's gonna from normal hard here. When you crank the engine, it's gonna drop a little bit like that, and it's gonna be hard right there. That tells you that the brake master cylinder is bad.
Okay, so now I would like to touch base on what have I just explained. I just did mention it that the master cylinder is bad. How do I know? Well, with the movement of play that I just mentioned it there, it determines to me that the brake booster is working fine. Because with brake booster, if you press on your brake a couple of times and hold it, right when you start the engine, if your brake booster works normal or fine, your brake pedal will just slightly drop a little bit, and it will hold itself there. And that's how I determine that the brake booster is still fine. So if the brake booster is working as I just explained earlier, then that means that the brake master cylinder is the problem that caused to where when you stop at the red light and you could feel your brake pedal slowly goes down.
Okay, now if you were to pump it hard, and then when you start the engine and nothing happens.
So as you can just hear what I say, nothing happened. Which I mean that if you hold your brake hard, if you press a couple of times, your brake is hard at the top while you're pressing on it, and you start the engine and it does not give you that slight drop. It still holds at its top position, but within like 5 seconds it will slowly drop down. That means that your brake booster is bad. It could start to drop within as soon as 1 or 2 seconds later.
And it will slowly go all the way down afterward. That determines your brake booster is bad. So I hope this video helps. Again, guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos of DIY. Alright. Okay, so after this brake test that I just performed here earlier, up here on the left corner is where I will show you the few nuts and bolts that or the process to remove the brake booster. So click on this link up here to the next video. And you don't want to skip it, because if you miss the little details, you're not going to be able to remove the brake booster.
Okay, so before I wrap it up, I just want to add up to that. This trick I just show you guys here will work for most vehicle, but I can't guarantee you all vehicles. And again, don't forget, I will be posting up this video on how to remove this brake booster shortly up here. And I'll see you guys on the next video.